So people often ask me, why don't they run from you? And it's usually because we've established this, call it a connection, call it whatever. But there's no fear of predation on their part. There's no fear they're going to be squished or whatever. Hi, honey. Hi, baby. This is Rebecca. And if you look at some of the previous videos, she's the one that's playing around on the little award statue that I've got. Hi, baby. You just want to hang right there? Excuse me. You're just going to hang right there, huh? Yeah, she's just going to hang out with me. So I'm going to posit a couple of theories here. And again, this is not a scientific paper I'm writing here. This is just my observations as a documentarian and someone who's interacted with this species now for about 5 years now, actually almost 6 now, and really watched them almost on a daily basis, adjust in behavior, watch their mannerisms, their seeming adjustments or adaptations to environment, including the environment of my hand at this point, frankly. So one of the things that I'm going to propose here as a possibility is that, like us, when we don't exercise for some time, our muscles begin to atrophy. And I think that their vision, unless they get some exposure to UV light and some exposure to actual sunlight, their vision seems to begin to atrophy. And I've noticed a lot of them almost, as they get a little bit older in age, they seem to almost lose their vision or their visual capabilities. That seems to happen less if they're regularly exposed to actual sunlight. And I think it's okay to have, a UV bulb and daylight light temperature lights to sort of cycle them through indoors. And I do think to a certain extent they sort of prefer indoors. They're certainly safer. Hi, baby. Yeah? Hi, you gonna back up for me here? There you go, hon. There you go. There's my little sweet girl, Rebecca. Yeah? There you go. But I do notice they do seem to come awake, I guess, for lack of a better term, when they get a little bit of sunlight.